right, now we're going to go in with our second color, which is slightly darker, and we're going to start putting in some of the shadows along the edges. Alright, so there's my second layer, although I forgot to do in here. Okay, now I have an even darker one. I'm not sure how that's, ooh, that's really dark. I'm kind of afraid to do that. Let me not do that color. It's maybe a bit much. So now I'm gonna let all this dry. We're going to switch over to doing some colored pencil, and colored pencil is where you get all your details. So let's make sure that pencil is nice and sharp. I'm using a color that's a little darker than the two shades I've used so far, and this is where I'm going to get in and get some really nice dark, nice deep dramatic shadows. And I'm going to go darkest in the crease where the pencil line is, or any place where light wouldn't be able to reach, like up underneath this curtain rod. Basically, I'm going to take the colored pencil, I'm going to kind of use it to hide the graphite pencil that I traced my picture with. So anywhere that is behind, kind of in a curve of the fabric, I'm going to darken in. Now over here, I'm going to put a little bit of this dark pink. It's called Crimson Lake. But I'm also, as soon as I get a nice layer of this put down, I'm also going to come in with a little bit of complementary color. And this is going to sound really, really strange to think that I'm going to put shadows on pink curtains by using a green pencil. And it's going to sound weird, but it looks really good if it's done in a subtle way. You gotta be subtle with it. You can't just, press down too hard. But what it gives you is shadows that have a lot more life to them, rather than something that's just a dull gray. You can still use gray for shadowing, that's fine. But if you include just a hint of a complementary color, it's gonna really bring it to life, I guess is the right word. So I'm going to kind of switch back and forth between the two colored pencils. These are the ones I have in my box that are closest. You may have more options than I do. These were just the two best ones that I had. So I'm just going to come in and do lots and lots of soft, light colored pencil to blend in nicely. I may come in and try a little bit more marker on top. So I'm basically assuming that the light is coming from the window. Smudge that a little bit more. So we're starting to get there. So when I'm doing this is I'm pressing hard and then I'm lifting so that the stroke just kind of fades off. And here on this tie back, we're going to have some wrinkles. Oops. So that needs a little bit more work here, and then we'll move on to the next step. So there's some basic drapery folds. Obviously I haven't done this part up here, but you get the idea.